You may remember that I was in the process of modifying my bandsaw to reduce the speed down to something more suitable for cutting steel, rather than just running the motor at 20 Hertz, which is what I had been doing, but rather limited the torque available. Now, of course, as is inevitable in these instances where you've got a tool in bits, I have a need for cutting some relatively thick aluminium plate, and don't want to do it with the horizontal bandsaw and the blade propped up. So it became a priority to see if we can get this conversion sorted, and we're basically nearly there. This is the frame that I've made that does the dual purpose of well, obviously you've got the shaft, the intermediate shaft, which has the big pulley on one end and will drive the new little pulley, and this whole frame, this piece of angle here, was a reinforcing piece I'd already made to go across the edge of this electrical cabinet to stiffen this area up. So that's now got a pair of legs welded on it and provides a pivot point. I've added a couple of slotted straps onto the other reinforcing piece in there, so that allows me to set the belt tension and lock the cradle off. And then the cradle itself reuses this mechanism, and this is the original motor mounting plate, which has a quick release feature that allows you to tilt the motor to change the belt, and then it'll clip back in. And yeah, it's all looking pretty good at this stage. I'm just going to do a trial fitment into the cabinet, and if all looks good, I'll take it all apart and clean up the welds and give it a coat of paint. And then the only other thing to do will be to put the keyways in the shaft and put a keyway into the little pulley in there. So we'll come back when I've got it all temporarily mounted up. It's a little hard to get the camera far enough back to show this properly. This is essentially how the setup works. See the frames hanging down a little bit more than ideally like. I might have to get a slightly shorter belt for the top end. But essentially it's all in. There's a little bit more clearance than the camera might show because of there's a lip on the cabinet. It does all go in clear. And the quick release mechanism would allow you to tilt the motor up and slacken the belt. Not easy one-handed, but it's fine two-handed. So yeah, overall satisfied with that. That looks like it's all going to work out when I get it finalised.